Hello, this is Richie from PlayStationCountry.com, and today we're taking a look at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 on the PlayStation 4. So these games have been around for about 17 years now, and although this one claims to be the fifth one in terms of its title, it's actually probably about the 12th or 13th or more, God knows how many more they've done, in a long line of skating simulators. We can't really call them simulators, they're a lot more arcadey than that. But for a while these games were about as realistic as it got when it came to skate games. Now so far the game's had a bit of a reputation for being incredibly glitchy and not all that good, and I think this is actually a little bit unfair. I mean, it has been patched I think a couple of times now, but I've put some serious hours into it, and while it's far from being the best Tony Hawk's game, I haven't really seen that many glitches, certainly nothing game breaking. There's a little bit of kind of menu lag when you're loading stuff in and whatever, but I'm not finding myself really clipping into scenery that often. And happily I can report that it's actually a pretty solid game. Now the title itself, being Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, sort of gives you the impression that it's going back to basics, and this is actually what they've done. So it's more about what they've left out than what they've put in. For example, the game isn't set in some bullshit open world city. Instead it goes back to having smallish levels. There's only 7 of them, and that's a good thing. There's no BMXing in it, there's no parkour, there's no fucking Bam Margera and shopping trolleys. It's really a kind of return to a back to basics kind of thing. They have done this once before with American Wasteland, and this game kind of reminds me of that to some extent. Thankfully the control system's much as we remember. The only things that have changed are that pressing triangle now when you're in the air will make you slam down onto a grind surface, which kind of throws your timing off a little bit at first, but you soon get used to it. The other thing is that if you're stationary and you press X, you won't kick off, you'll actually jump in the air, which is a bit pointless, and then kick off. Or you can press right trigger to kick off that way. Aside from that, it's pretty standard stuff. Apart from the usual objectives of collecting the skate letters, combo, a VHS and a DVD now, you also have these missions within a game. For example, that last one where you saw you had to take out targets. You can actually shoot at them, but for that one it's easier to ride through them. And this one here has you kind of manualing around this level, trying to get as much distance as possible whilst using your multiplier to increase the points you get for the distance. It's also bullshit difficult, but it's kind of fun. But at least the game's not trying to be some sort of jackass kind of tribute thing anymore. It's good, back to basics kind of Tony Hawk's gaming, and it's a lot more solid than the videos and reviews out there would have you believe. I mean, everything I'm showing you here is just footage that I thought was worth showing. There's no footage that I've got that's showing the game breaking, so take that as you will. But that's not to say that it's a great Tony Hawk's game. It's certainly nowhere near the first 3. It's maybe not even as good as 4, which I thought kind of lacked character. But it's a start. And if they keep kind of patching it and maybe even add some content, it could be better than average. But for now, just as a Tony Hawk's fan, I'm rather liking it. So if you're a fan of the series, I'd say maybe check this out. But wait to see how the patching goes for a start, and also definitely wait for the price to drop, which it clearly will. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here, then come and check us out either on our YouTube channel or PlayStationCountry.com, and that would be gnarly. Thanks, bye.